Galaxy Empire laughed at Earth until human teleporting fleet was revealed. Humans lived busy lives, but most of the galaxy did not even notice them. The Galaxy Empire had grown for thousands of years. They controlled hundreds of star systems. They had huge ships, advanced weapons, and fleets that could travel across light years in days. Humans had nothing like that. In the council halls of the Empire, representatives laughed at the idea of Earth. "Why waste time?" said one tall counselor from a mining world. "Humans are barely a spark in the galaxy. They cannot even travel outside their system quickly." Another counselor from a trading planet added, "They are slow thinkers. If they ever try to reach us, it will take centuries. The Earthlings are entertaining at best." Humans did not know about these meetings. Most humans lived ordinary lives. Cities were full of cars, buildings, and machines. People worked, studied, and tried to survive. Technology on Earth was advanced in some ways, but compared to the Empire, it looked like nothing. Even the fastest Earthships could not leave the system without months of travel. John Carter was different. He worked in a secret underground lab under a small city in the United States. He was an engineer, and he liked to build things that people thought were impossible. His hair was brown and messy, and his eyes always looked curious. He wore simple clothes, often stained with oil or dust. He loved solving problems that others said could not be solved. John was not alone in the project. Lisa Brown was with him. Lisa was a systems analyst. She had short black hair and sharp eyes that could notice tiny mistakes in complex systems. She was careful, but also brave. She had joined John because she believed humans could achieve more than anyone thought. Eric Young helped too. He was a former Navy officer. He was strong and disciplined. His experience with ships and fleets made him an important part of the team. Eric often reminded John and Lisa to think about safety and strategy. Together, the three worked quietly. They did not tell anyone outside the lab what they were building. The world above them lived in peace, thinking that humans had little power. People still worried about ordinary problems like traffic, energy, and weather. No one guessed that beneath the city, something was changing that could alter the balance of the galaxy. The underground lab was large. It was filled with machines, computers, and strange equipment. Walls had panels with blinking lights. Cables ran everywhere. The smell of metal and oil was strong, but it was a place where humans were creating something remarkable. John looked at a small ship on the platform. It was unlike any human ship ever built. It was sleek, silver, and covered in devices that hummed softly. John ran his hands along the hull. "This will work," he said quietly. "We just need to test it one more time." Lisa checked the control systems. "I have run the simulations again," she said. "The pattern is stable. If we follow the sequence, the ship will vanish and reappear exactly where we want. Nothing can stop it." Eric nodded. "We have to be careful. If anyone finds out, the Empire will come for us immediately. They will not understand. They will see it as a threat." John smiled. "That is why we are hidden. The world above can laugh. The Empire can laugh, but we are not weak. We just wait for the right moment." While humans worked quietly, the Galaxy Empire continued its life of grandeur. Enormous ships moved in formation across systems. Trade caravans carried valuable goods. Fleets monitored every corner of the galaxy. Humans were far from their notice. They were still seen as weak and slow. On Earth, ordinary humans lived ordinary lives. Mary Hill was a logistics planner who helped the project. She worked in the background, making sure every test had the right materials, the right timing, and the right preparation. She often brought coffee to John and Lisa, and she quietly watched as amazing technology was being created. John thought about the future. "People above do not know our power," he said one evening. "They laugh at us. They think we are helpless, but humans are clever. We do not need to match them in size. We need to do what they cannot imagine." Lisa nodded. And that is exactly what we are doing. We are making Earth strong in a way no one expects. Eric added, but we must keep it a secret. One mistake and the Empire will come with full force. We cannot fight them openly yet. Days passed in quiet work. John, Lisa, Eric, and Mary followed the schedule of tests. Small teleportation experiments began with tiny objects. A cup would vanish from one table and appear on another. Then small machines were moved. Each success brought excitement but also caution. One evening, John paused and looked at the stars from the lab window. "Look at them," he said. "They think they are powerful. They control hundreds of systems, but they cannot imagine what we are building here. One day they will see humans in a new way." Lisa smiled, but she was serious. "Yes, John, we have patience. We are building more than machines. We are building confidence and skill. When the time comes, we will show them what humans can do." The outside world continued without change. The news showed stories about minor conflicts on nearby planets, political struggles in the Empire, and ordinary Earth news. No one suspected the quiet revolution happening under a city street. John often worked late into the night. The lab was dark except for the lights of the machines. The hum of engines and computers filled the air. He tested calculations again and again. Sometimes the teleportation field flickered. He would adjust it carefully. He knew that even a small error could ruin everything. Eric reminded him, "One mistake could expose us, or worse, damage the field permanently. We have to be precise." John replied, "I know. Precision is everything. Humans may be small, but we are smart. Intelligence is our weapon, not size." Lisa added, "And patience. The Empire thinks we are slow because we do not fight openly. They do not see that we plan carefully." The project was not just machines. Humans were learning new science, developing new control systems, and testing human endurance. Each test made them stronger, smarter, and more confident. The Empire had never seen such quiet determination. Even John felt nervous sometimes. He wondered if the Empire would ever discover them before they were ready. But every time he looked at the data, he felt hope. The teleportation system worked better than anyone had predicted. One day, a small model ship was moved across the lab. It vanished from one corner and appeared instantly at another. Mary clapped her hands. "We did it, we really did it," Eric smiled. "Yes, but this is just the start. Real ships, real distances, and real coordination. We have a long way to go." John nodded. "One day the galaxy will laugh no more. One day humans will stand as equals, or maybe more." For now, the world above continued its ordinary life. Humans smiled, worked, and slept, unaware of the secret growing beneath their feet. Humans were small, quiet, and weak in appearance. But in secret, a new kind of power was being born. It was not about weapons, it was about knowledge, speed, and courage. The Empire would continue to laugh. They would continue to mock Earthlings. But John, Lisa, Eric, and Mary knew the truth. Humans had patience, skill, and determination. And the day would come when patience would turn into action, and the galaxy would see humans differently. In the quiet lab, machines hummed, lights blinked, and small ships floated in energy fields. John looked at them and whispered, "Soon, Lisa, Eric, Mary, the galaxy will be surprised. They will never see us coming." The four humans smiled at each other. They did not speak loudly. No one could know. The quiet world everyone ignored was preparing to change everything. Outside, the stars shone as usual. Galaxies stretched endlessly. The Empire moved with pride and arrogance. Humans waited quietly, patiently, with minds sharper than any weapon and a plan the Empire could not guess. The future was being built, one experiment at a time. Part 2, the secret project beneath the surface. The days passed quietly on Earth, but inside the underground lab the humans were busy. John Carter, Lisa Brown, Eric Young, and Mary Hill worked every hour they could. The teleportation experiments had gone well, but they were only moving small objects. The real challenge was moving entire ships. John studied a holographic map of the lab and nearby test sites. "We cannot test big ships above ground," he said. "The Empire would notice instantly. We must stay hidden." Lisa nodded. "I have calculated several routes underground and in remote deserts. We can move ships without anyone seeing them. Sensors will not detect our energy fields if we stay below detection thresholds." Eric walked along the platform where a larger ship stood. It was about the size of a small transport vessel. "We need more power for this one," he said. "It is heavier than the models we moved before. The field must be stronger and stable. Otherwise, we could lose the ship." Mary organized the parts and energy cells. "We have enough fuel and power units for one big test," she said. "After that, we need more materials. We should plan carefully. One mistake and we cannot recover quickly." The team began preparing for the first full-scale test. It took hours. Cables were connected, panels checked, and the teleportation field calibrated. John moved slowly, checking every number twice. "Precision is everything," he said. "If we fail, it will not just be a mistake. It could destroy the system, or worse, expose us to the Empire." Lisa adjusted the navigation system. "I have programmed coordinates for the first teleport," she said. "It is only a short distance to the test chamber. If it works, we can try longer distances later." Eric looked at the crew. "Remember, no one outside this lab knows." "No one must know. The Empire would come immediately if they did." John pressed a button. A soft hum filled the room. Energy began to flow around the ship. It glowed slightly, and a ripple of light surrounded it. The ship shimmered like water in sunlight. The team watched closely, their eyes wide. Then, in a blink, the ship vanished. The hum stopped and the platform was empty. Lisa checked the monitor. "It worked," she said. Her voice was quiet but full of excitement. "The ship is in the test chamber." "Coordinates match perfectly," Mary smiled. "I cannot believe it, a full ship, we did it." Eric shook his head in disbelief. "This is more than we imagined. The models worked, but a full ship, this changes everything." John touched the control panel, feeling a mixture of relief and pride. "Yes, but this is just the beginning. We need to refine it. We need to move more ships, longer distances, faster." Over the next weeks, the team worked tirelessly. They learned how to move multiple ships at the same time. The lab became a place of constant energy and movement. Machines hummed day and night. Monitors displayed calculations, energy fields, and test results. John and Lisa worked on coordination. They had to make sure the ships did not interfere with each other. Eric trained the team on fleet movement and safety. Mary organized all resources and parts so that every test went smoothly. One night, after a long day, John looked at the stars from the lab window. "They think we are weak," he said quietly. "The Empire does not notice us. They laugh at our small ships and slow technology, but we are learning faster than anyone expects." Lisa smiled. "And when the time comes, we will show them, not with war but with skill. Humans are patient and we have something no one else has." Eric added speed, intelligence, control. "We can move ships across space instantly. The Empire cannot even imagine this." Mary nodded. "But we must stay hidden. One careless move and they could destroy everything. Patience is our shield." As the tests continued, John realized they needed more help. He contacted a few trusted engineers and scientists. People like Rachel Bennett, a propulsion expert, and Tommy Davis, a computer systems genius. These people joined quietly, understanding that the project was secret and important. Together, the team built a small fleet. Each ship was equipped with teleportation drives, navigation systems, and communication tools. The ships were small to medium-sized but fast and precise. No one in the galaxy could detect them. John studied the fleet from the control room. "Soon, we can test them as a group," he said. "One ship is impressive. A fleet is unstoppable." Lisa ran simulations on the computer. "I have designed coordinated movement patterns," she said. Ships can appear anywhere at the same time. They can rescue, defend, or transport. The possibilities are endless. Eric trained the small crew of pilots. They practiced emergency procedures, coordination, and communication. Every human in the fleet knew that mistakes were dangerous. Even small errors could reveal them to the Empire. Mary checked supplies and energy cells. "We can operate for weeks without resupply," she said. "We are ready for longer missions when the time comes." The project grew bigger, but humans kept it secret. Even governments above did not know the full truth. Only the small team in the lab understood what was happening. They worked in silence while the world above continued as usual. John sometimes thought about the Empire. They were strong and proud. They ruled hundreds of systems and thought humans were weak. He smiled quietly. "They laugh at us, but they do not know patience is stronger than arrogance." Lisa agreed. "And intelligence is stronger than size. Humans have both." Eric added, "But one day they will realize, and when they do, it will be too late to stop us." Mary looked at the fleet schematics. "We are ready, but we must wait for the right moment. Timing is everything." In the lab, the team made a small ceremony each time a major test succeeded. They did not celebrate with parties or noise. Instead, they acknowledged the progress with quiet smiles, knowing each step was important. The ships, the technology, and the human skill were growing stronger every day. John tested the longest teleportation distance yet. The ship vanished from the lab and appeared in a remote valley hundreds of miles away. The test was perfect. Lisa monitored the data. Coordinates matched exactly. Energy levels stable, timing precise. Eric nodded. "This means we can move ships anywhere we want. Anywhere. The Empire cannot detect us." Mary added, "And we can do it quickly. Days or weeks of travel are now seconds." The team felt pride but also responsibility. The technology was dangerous in the wrong hands. John spoke quietly. "We are not building weapons to destroy. We are building skill, speed, and defense. Humans must use this wisely." Lisa agreed. "We can protect ourselves and others." The Empire does not understand, but we do. Eric trained the pilots further. "Remember, this is a fleet, not just a few ships. Coordination and patience are more important than force. We must be precise in every move." Mary checked logistics again. "All ships are ready for coordinated teleportation. We can test fleet movements when John and Lisa say the time is right." Weeks passed, and each day the fleet grew stronger. John, Lisa, Eric, and Mary worked tirelessly. The underground lab was full of energy, knowledge, and quiet determination. Humans were not weak. Humans were patient, clever, and precise. Outside, the world above continued unaware. The Empire laughed at human delays and simple ships. Humans stayed small, quiet, and seemingly weak. But in the underground lab, a new kind of power was growing. A power no one could see, measure, or stop. John looked at the fleet schematics one night. "One day, Lisa, Eric, Mary, the galaxy will realize we are not weak. They will see humans in a new way, patience, intelligence, and precision. That is our strength." Lisa smiled. "And that day will change everything. But until then, we continue. Quietly, carefully, and wisely." Eric added, "The Empire will never suspect. They cannot imagine what we are building. The galaxy will be surprised." Mary nodded. "And we will be ready when the time comes. We are humans, and humans never give up." The stars shone above the lab, endless and silent. Humans below were small and unnoticed. But inside the lab, machines hummed, ships glowed, and minds worked tirelessly. The quiet project beneath the surface was preparing a future the galaxy could never imagine. The Empire would continue to laugh. The galaxy would continue to underestimate humans. But one day, humans would reveal a fleet moving faster than light, precise beyond imagination, and controlled by skill no empire had ever seen. Patience was the key, and humans had it in abundance. In the underground lab, John looked at the teleportation drives and whispered, "Soon, Lisa, Eric, Mary, the Empire will see. Earth is not weak. We are ready." The quiet world everyone ignored was growing into a force that would surprise the galaxy. Part 3. Laughter in the Galactic Council. The Galaxy Empire had grown proud over thousands of years. Its fleets moved in formation across the stars. Its leaders spoke with authority, and its citizens believed in the Empire's strength. Humans were a tiny part of the galaxy, barely noticed and often mocked. In the council hall, large windows looked out at distant planets and fleets in motion. Representatives from many worlds gathered. They discussed trade, defense, and the growing problems of pirates who blocked important trade routes. The pirates were bold, hitting ships and convoys with impunity. "We need help," said a counselor from the mining world of Krallen. "Our fleets cannot handle the pirate blockade alone. Ships are lost every week." Another counselor from a water planet called Celera laughed. "Why not ask Earth? Maybe the humans can come and crawl slowly to help us." Laughter filled the hall. Humans had long been the subject of ridicule. Their ships were slow, their weapons weak, and their travel across space was laughable. Even the thought that humans could help the Empire seemed funny to most council members. "Humans?" said a tall counselor with green skin from the desert planet Aragon. "They are barely out of their system. What could they do? Even if they tried, they would arrive centuries too late." "Exactly," said another. "Their technology is primitive. They cannot even match one of our small ships. Why waste time?" As they laughed, Kate Lewis, an Earth diplomat, spoke calmly. She had been sent to the council as a representative, but her real mission was secret. "We are prepared to help," she said. Her voice was quiet but steady. "Earth has the capability to provide support. Please allow us to participate in the rescue operations." The council erupted into laughter again. "Look at her," said the arrogant counselor. "She speaks with confidence, but humans cannot even travel between stars quickly. This is absurd." "Let them speak," said an older counselor. "It is entertaining at least. They have the courage to show up even if they cannot help." Kate smiled faintly, but her calm eyes hid the truth. Humans were not slow. Humans were preparing in secret. Far from the council hall, in a hidden underground lab on Earth, John Carter, Lisa Brown, Eric Young, and Mary Hill worked with a small fleet of ships. John looked at a holographic display. It showed pirate locations, trade routes, and possible rescue points. "The Empire laughs at us," he said. "They do not know we are ready. The fleet is prepared to move at any moment." Lisa adjusted the control panels. "We can teleport ships instantly, hundreds of miles in seconds. The Empire cannot detect us. They will not expect this." Eric stood beside the largest ship. "Pilots are ready. All crews are trained. We move when John gives the signal. No mistakes." Mary organized energy supplies. "We can operate for weeks without resupply. Timing and preparation are perfect. All is ready." John looked at the fleet, glowing softly under the lab lights. "They think humans are weak. They think patience equals inaction. But humans wait for the perfect moment. That moment is coming." Back at the council hall, debate continued. The council could not agree on the best strategy to stop the pirates. Some wanted to send fleets immediately, but the pirates were clever. They moved quickly, hiding in asteroids, near gas giants, and through hidden wormholes. "Our fleets cannot keep up," said one counselor. "We will need months to cover all routes. By then, many convoys will be lost." "We could ask humans for help," said Kate again. "They have technology that can reach blocked systems quickly." "Ha," said a counselor from the icy planet of Zedran. "You think humans can do anything? Their ships take months to reach even neighboring star systems. Do not insult the council with these ideas." Kate remained calm. "The offer stands. Earth can provide assistance immediately. The results will speak for themselves." The council members laughed one last time before moving on to other topics. They could not imagine that humans were far beyond what they knew. In secret, the human fleet prepared for movement. Hundreds of ships were arranged in carefully planned positions. Each ship had a teleportation drive ready. Coordinates for pirate routes, trade convoys, and key rescue points were already programmed. John checked the final simulation. All ships can move simultaneously. Timing is perfect. No human error can interfere. Lisa added, "We can appear at every blocked route at once. The pirates will not know where the help is coming from. The Empire will see humans everywhere at the same time." Eric grinned. "It will be more than surprising. It will be unbelievable. They will not know what hit them." Mary nodded. "We are not attacking. We are rescuing, repairing, and disabling pirate systems. Precision and skill, not violence, are our weapons." The team prepared to launch the first coordinated fleet movement. Ships hummed, energy fields shimmered, and small lights blinked across the control panels. The entire underground lab was alive with anticipation. Humans were quiet, careful, but determined. John took a deep breath. "This is it. Patience has ended. Skill will speak." The fleet moved. Not in the open, not like ordinary ships, but instantly. They vanished from the hidden bases on Earth and appeared near every pirate blockade at once. The Empire sensors, watching from distant fleets, went silent. Signals were impossible. Readings did not make sense. Ships hovered in space around convoys, helping repair damaged freighters, clearing asteroid paths, and blocking pirate movements without firing a shot. Crews were safe, goods were saved, and pirate systems were disabled with incredible precision. John and Lisa watched the data. "Everything is working perfectly," John said. "Timing, coordinates, energy levels, flawless." Eric laughed quietly. "They will never believe it. The Empire cannot even imagine this. Humans are everywhere at once." Mary smiled. "We planned, prepared, and executed without anyone noticing. This is what patience and intelligence can achieve." Back in the council hall, screens suddenly lit up with impossible images. Fleets appeared in multiple systems at the same time. Trade convoys were unharmed. Pirate ships were immobilized or blocked. The council members stared in disbelief. Silence replaced laughter. What is happening?" whispered the arrogant counselor. His voice shook. "This is impossible." "Humans," someone said quietly. "They cannot be this fast. This cannot be real." Kate Lewis spoke again calmly. "Earth did not laugh. Earth did not wait for ridicule. Earth acted with precision and care. Humans can reach anywhere in the galaxy instantly. Humans can solve problems others cannot." The council members looked at each other, fear and confusion showing on their faces. The Empire had ruled for thousands of years, but it had never seen humans in this way. Humans were not weak. Humans were clever, patient, and precise. And the evidence was everywhere on the council monitors. John in the lab smiled. "They are watching. They see us now. But this is just the beginning. Patience brought us here, skill brought us this far, and responsibility will guide us next." Lisa added, "And we did not use weapons. We used intelligence, planning, and timing. Humans are not violent by nature. Our strength is in control, not destruction." Eric nodded. "The Empire will remember this moment. They will never mock humans again." Patience and skill cannot be laughed at. Mary checked the final data. All convoys are safe. Pirate systems are disabled temporarily. Fleet movements were perfect. Humans have done what no one else could. Outside the underground lab, the stars shone as usual. The galaxy did not know what had happened yet. Fleets continued their routines, and ordinary humans went about their lives, unaware of the secret fleet moving faster than light. John looked at the screens showing the fleet's movements. "Soon, the galaxy will understand. Humans are not weak. Humans are patient, intelligent, and ready." Lisa smiled. "And the Empire will never mock us again. They cannot understand what they cannot imagine." Eric added, "We are hidden, but now we are visible in action. And that is all the proof the galaxy needs." Mary nodded. "Our work is not over. We need to continue, refine, and prepare for what comes next. The Empire will try to understand, and we must be ready. The Council remained silent, staring at impossible images. Humans had acted quietly, decisively, and with incredible skill. The laughter had ended. Disbelief and respect began to replace it. John whispered, "This is the first step." Humans waited for the perfect moment. We have shown the galaxy what patience, intelligence, and precision can do. The Empire will never underestimate Earth again. And in the underground lab, the human fleet prepared quietly for the next mission, knowing that patience had turned into action, and the galaxy would never be the same. Part 4. The moment everything changes. The Galaxy Council had never seen anything like it. Screens filled the hall with images of human ships appearing everywhere at once. Convoys were safe, pirates were trapped, and no Empire ship could figure out what was happening. The counselors whispered among themselves, fear and confusion replacing the laughter they had once shown. Far from the council, on Earth, John Carter, Lisa Brown, Eric Young, and Mary Hill watched the movements of their fleet with quiet pride. Hundreds of ships had teleported to multiple systems at the same time. Every ship followed the plan perfectly. No errors, no accidents. Every convoy was saved, every pirate movement blocked, and every trade route secured. John leaned forward, his hands on the console. Everything is happening exactly as we planned. The timing, the coordinates, the fleet movements, perfect. Lisa smiled softly. They will not believe it. The Empire has no idea how this works. Humans are showing skill, intelligence, and speed they cannot imagine. Eric crossed his arms. This is more than a test. It is a statement. Humans are not weak, and they never were. They only waited for the right moment. Mary checked the energy levels of the fleet. All systems are stable. Ships can continue to move for weeks without resupply. We are ready for anything they throw at us. The fleet moved with quiet precision. Ships appeared near convoys in danger, then vanished and reappeared near pirate positions. They did not fire weapons. They did not attack. They controlled the situation with skill and exact timing. Empire sensors could not track them. Readings were impossible. The council could only stare. In the council hall, the green-skinned, arrogant counselor spoke first, his voice trembling. What is happening? How can they be everywhere at once? This is impossible. Sensors are failing. Readings make no sense. Humans, whispered another counselor. They cannot travel like this. This is beyond our understanding. Kate Lewis, the Earth diplomat, remained calm. Earth acted quickly and precisely. Humans can move instantly across space. We can reach any location at the same time. This is not a threat. It is skill, intelligence, and preparation. The council members looked at each other, some in fear, some in awe. The Empire had ruled the galaxy for thousands of years, but it had never faced humans like this. Humans were not attacking. Humans were helping. Humans were everywhere at once, solving a problem the Empire could not fix in months. Back on Earth, John watched the fleet data carefully. Every ship is on schedule. No collisions, no miscalculations. Every convoy is safe, every pirate neutralized. We are showing humans are patient, clever, and precise. Lisa added, and we do not need to fight. Skill alone is enough. The Empire cannot match this. Their arrogance cannot beat careful planning and intelligence. Eric smiled. They will never mock humans again. They may not understand it, but they will respect it. Patience and precision are more powerful than fleets of weapons. Mary nodded. We can keep the fleet moving indefinitely. We control timing, movement, and coordination. Humans have created a new kind of strength, one the galaxy cannot measure. The Empire fleets tried to respond. They scanned the sectors, sent ships to intervene, but every time they moved, human ships vanished and appeared elsewhere. Readings were impossible to interpret. Commands from the Council were ignored by reality. The Empire had no idea what to do. John studied the simulation panels. The Empire will see our logic soon. We do not need to fight. We only need to act with intelligence. Humans do not need arrogance to win. Skill is enough. Lisa smiled. And skill with patience is unstoppable. The Empire can move millions of ships, but humans can teleport, plan, and execute faster than they can react. Eric laughed quietly. They will never understand it, but they will never forget it either. Humans are everywhere at once. That is our power. Mary checked the final reports. All pirate blockades are cleared. Trade routes are secure. No human or Empire ship has been lost. Humans have completed the mission perfectly. Back in the council hall, counselors were shocked. The arrogant counselor could barely speak. This cannot be real. Humans, how? Kate spoke calmly. Humans have intelligence, skill, and patience. They waited for the right moment. Now the galaxy can see what humans are capable of. Some counselors began to realize the truth. Humans had been underestimated. Humans had been laughed at. Humans had been ignored. But now, humans were showing the galaxy what patience and intelligence could accomplish. John looked at the fleet hologram one last time. This is only the beginning. The galaxy sees what humans can do, but humans will not use this power carelessly. We act with responsibility. We protect, we save, we show skill. Lisa added, and skill is more powerful than weapons. The Empire will learn this lesson slowly, but it will remember it forever. Eric trained the pilots one last time during the mission. Always maintain coordination. Timing and movement are everything. Humans are proving that control is more important than firepower. Mary prepared the ships for their return. We can stay deployed, but energy levels are high and all systems are stable. We can return when John decides. After hours of precise movements, the fleet returned to hidden bases on Earth. Not a single ship was lost, and not a single human was harmed. The mission had been a complete success. Humans had acted where the Empire could not, and the galaxy had no explanation for it. John looked at his team. We did it. Humans are not weak. Humans are clever, patient, and precise. The Empire laughed, but we showed them differently. Timing and intelligence are our strength, Lisa smiled. And we did not attack, we only helped. Humans can create change without violence. Skill and care are stronger than arrogance and pride. Eric nodded. They will never mock humans again. This moment will be remembered. Humans are a new kind of force in the galaxy, Mary added, and humans will continue to grow. We have shown skill, but we have only just begun. Patience and intelligence are limitless. Back in the council hall, screens showed the fleet movements one last time. Counselors stared in disbelief. Humans had acted quietly, precisely, and successfully. No Empire fleet could compare. No technology could explain it. Humans were everywhere, and they had changed the galaxy's understanding of strength forever. Kate Lewis spoke calmly. Earth has acted with skill, patience, and intelligence. Humans have solved a problem the Empire could not. We act responsibly, and we show that strength is not only weapons but planning, speed, and care. The council members were silent. Laughter had disappeared. Respect, confusion, and fear had replaced it. Humans were no longer a weak world to be mocked. Humans were a new power in the galaxy. John, back in the lab, whispered quietly, "We have shown the galaxy what humans can do, but we must remain careful." "Patience is still our shield and skill is our weapon," Lisa added. "Humans do not need pride or arrogance. Our power is knowledge, patience, and timing. The Empire cannot match that," Eric smiled. "And the galaxy will see." Humans waited, humans acted, and humans proved themselves. This is only the beginning. Mary nodded. We can continue to help, to grow, and to prepare. Humans are ready for the future. The Empire will learn to respect us. Outside the lab, the stars shone as usual. Humans appeared small and ordinary. The Empire fleets moved with pride, unaware of the secret skill humans had shown. Humans were quiet, patient, and precise. The galaxy had changed, even if it did not yet fully understand it. John looked at his fleet schematics one last time. Soon, the Empire will realize the truth. Humans are not weak. We are ready, and we will continue to act with intelligence and patience." Lisa smiled. The Empire laughed at Earth, but humans are everywhere at once now. The galaxy will remember this moment forever. Eric added, "We are not violent. We are careful, precise, and smart. Humans are patient, but patient humans can change everything." Mary nodded. "Humans have proven their skill, and the galaxy has seen it. We are ready for the next step. The Empire will never underestimate Earth again." And in the underground lab, the human fleet rested, ready for the future. Humans had shown the galaxy what patience, intelligence, and precision could do. The Empire would never laugh at Earth again, and humans quietly prepared for the next stage of their journey. The Galaxy Council could not recover from the images they had seen. Humans had acted faster than any Empire fleet. Every convoy was safe. Pirates were blocked. Trade routes were secure. No one had seen anything like it. The Empire had laughed at Earth for centuries, but now they were silent. Awe, confusion, and fear filled the council hall. Kate Lewis, the Earth diplomat, stood calmly before the council. "Earth has acted with skill, patience, and responsibility," she said. "Humans do not seek war. Humans seek order, help, and fairness. Our technology allows us to act faster than the Empire could, and we did so without violence. We ask for a seat at the council table, not as a threat, but as a partner." The councilors looked at one another. Some whispered, others stared in disbelief. No one expected humans to speak with confidence, let alone offer guidance. The Empire had thought humans weak, simple, and slow. Humans were none of those things. One counselor finally spoke. "You are humans. You moved across hundreds of star systems instantly. You saved convoys and stopped pirates, without firing a shot. How is this possible?" Kate smiled softly. "Humans are patient. Humans are careful. Humans are clever. We do not rush. We do not attack without cause. We plan, we coordinate, and we act with intelligence. That is our strength." Outside the council hall, reports came in from many sectors. Humans had appeared at every key point where pirates caused problems. Empire fleets scrambled, but every attempt to intercept human ships failed. Humans had acted everywhere at once, and no one could understand how. Back on Earth, John Carter, Lisa Brown, Eric Young, and Mary Hill watched the reports with quiet satisfaction. Hundreds of human ships had moved, saved lives, and controlled space with precision. Not a single ship had been lost. Every pilot had followed the plan perfectly. John leaned back in his chair. "Humans have shown the galaxy our patience and skill. We did not fight. We did not destroy. We acted with care. The Empire must learn that humans are not weak." Lisa nodded. "We have proven intelligence is stronger than size. Patience is stronger than arrogance. Humans are ready for a new place in the galaxy," Eric added, "and the Empire has no choice. They cannot ignore what we did. Humans acted when they could not. They must respect us now." Mary checked final energy readings. "All ships are stable. The fleet can continue operating or return to base. Humans have accomplished everything we planned. We are ready for negotiation and cooperation." In the council hall, debates continued. The Empire did not fully understand human technology, but they had to acknowledge results. Humans had achieved what fleets of weapons could not. The counselors realized that humans had skill, patience, and precision unmatched by anyone else. One elder counselor spoke. "Humans, we underestimated you. Your actions are beyond our understanding, but we see the results. You have saved the galaxy from pirates and secured trade routes without violence. We must respect this." Kate Lewis bowed slightly. "We do not seek power over others. Humans wish to be partners. We offer cooperation, skill, and intelligence. We ask to contribute to the council, not dominate it." After long discussion, the council agreed. Earth would be given a voice in galactic decisions. Humans would help protect trade, mediate conflicts, and offer solutions where speed and intelligence were required. Humans had proven that they were not weak, and now they had a place at the table. Back on Earth, John smiled at the news. The galaxy finally sees humans as they are, patient, clever, and precise. Our work has been recognized. Lisa added, and we have not changed who we are. We acted responsibly. We showed skill without arrogance. Humans are ready to contribute to the galaxy wisely. Eric nodded. We did not fight, we did not boast. We simply acted. The Empire now respects us. Humans have earned their place. Mary smiled. We waited for the right moment. We acted with intelligence. Humans have proven themselves, and now we can help the galaxy in new ways. The human fleet continued to operate quietly, ready to assist anywhere needed. Humans had not shown all their power, but the galaxy had seen enough to understand that patience and skill could change everything. John looked at the stars one evening from the lab window. We are small, but humans are ready. Patience, intelligence, and careful action are our strengths. The Empire has learned this. The galaxy has learned this. Lisa joined him. And humans will continue to act wisely. We have shown our skill. Now we show our responsibility. We can help the galaxy grow, protect, and prosper. Eric spoke from behind them. Humans waited for the right moment. We acted carefully. The galaxy cannot forget what humans can do. Our place is secure and our work continues. Mary added, humans are ready. Not for war, not for pride, but for skill, patience, and cooperation. The galaxy has learned and humans have proven themselves. In the council halls across the galaxy, humans were now seen differently. No longer weak or slow, humans had shown that intelligence, patience, and coordination were forces stronger than fleets of weapons. The Empire learned respect. Allies learned confidence in human skill. Enemies learned caution. Back on Earth, John, Lisa, Eric, and Mary looked at their fleet schematics one last time. Hundreds of ships rested quietly, ready for new missions. Humans had not revealed all their power, but the galaxy had seen enough. The small world that had been laughed at had proven itself in ways no one expected. John whispered softly, humans waited, humans acted, humans proved themselves. The galaxy knows now that patience, skill, and intelligence are unstoppable. Lisa smiled. We acted carefully without pride or arrogance. Humans can change the galaxy without violence. This is our strength. Eric added, and humans will continue to act wisely. Patience is our shield. Skill is our weapon. The Empire has learned to respect Earth. Mary nodded. We have a new place in the galaxy and humans will continue to grow. Our work is not finished, but our patience has been rewarded. Humans have shown what they are capable of. The stars above Earth shone as usual. Humans appeared small, ordinary, and quiet. But beneath that calm, humans had patience, intelligence, and skill. The galaxy had laughed at Earth, but now humans had earned respect, a voice, and a place among the stars. John looked at the horizon and whispered, the galaxy laughed at Earth, but patience and skill have changed everything. Humans are ready, and the future is ours to help shape. Lisa, Eric, and Mary stood beside him, silent but proud. The quiet humans who had waited, learned, and acted had shown the galaxy that small worlds could achieve greatness. And so, Earth had a new place in the galaxy. Humans had proven themselves, not with violence but with patience, skill, and intelligence. The Empire and the galaxy would never laugh at Earth again, and humans quietly prepared to continue helping, guiding, and shaping the future among the stars.